In this video, we are going to see what is the importance of microbial cultivation. There are different types of microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, protozoan, viruses, etc. Some of these organisms are harmful and some of the organisms they are useful. Useful organisms can be used to obtain different types of products like enzymes, amino acid, antibiotics, vitamins, different types of acid, etc. If you want to obtain these products from these organisms, first you will have to isolate these organisms from different natural sources. Find out which one is the better producer of that particular product, and then you will have to cultivate those organisms at a large level to obtain a large amount of that particular product. You can pack that and it can be used. So for this purpose, for production of those particular products, it is very much important that you know how to cultivate those useful microorganisms. There are certain microorganisms which are harmful. Those microorganisms may be harmful because they produce certain type of toxins. Some of the organisms may be pathogenic or parasitic in nature. If you want to control these microorganisms and the infections or diseases caused by these microorganisms, you need to have idea about the growth patterns of these organisms. You need to study how these organisms which are harmful they grow, they multiply, and in particular stages of their life cycle can be targeted, and you can bring this microorganism growth under control. For this purpose also it is important that you cultivate these organisms and find out the effect of different chemicals to inhibit the growth of these microorganisms. For this purpose also cultivation of harmful organisms is very much important. Some of the pathogens and their products can be used as antigens for vaccine production. For that purpose also you need to grow the harmful organisms. So this shows that organism may be useful or harmful. The study of life cycle of that organism is very much important, and for that purpose you need to cultivate those organisms in suitable media. Cultivation of microorganism is very much important for research purpose. It allows scientists to study the characteristics, behavior and metabolic processes of different microorganisms, aiding in various fields such as medicine, agriculture and environmental science. In medicines, cultivation of microorganisms is important for vaccine production, antibiotic production, and to study the life cycle of pathogens. In fermentation industries, you can grow these microorganisms for production of different molecules like enzymes, biofuels, biodegradable plastic, antibiotics, etc. Sometimes you need to modify these organisms. You need to modify the genetic makeup of these organisms so as to get a better amount of yield. Some microorganisms they act as indicator organisms, and they indicate different parameters like pollution of the environment. Cultivation helps to detect such type of parameters in the environment. Microorganisms play important role in food industries for formation of some of the products. Particular strains or species of microorganisms are required. For example, in cheese making, you need to add different strains of the microorganisms to get different types of cheese varieties. In some cases, microorganisms they are involved in spoilage of the food. So in that case, you need to have an idea about cultivation of these microorganisms and how these organisms can be brought under control. So, in summary, cultivation of microorganisms is fundamental for scientific research, medical advancement, industrial processes like fermentation reactions, and environmental monitoring. Thank you all.